Okay, this is my attempt to explain how my Sudoku solver works. Now, let me remind you that it's supposed to only solve Sudokus that can be solved in a deductive way. And before I proceed, I will just remind you what a Sudoku game is, right? The purpose is to place numbers 1 through 9 exactly once at each row, each column, and each 3 times 3 box, right? So now, excuse me, when we want to determine when a number is on a cell, there are two ways to do that. First, if a cell has only one possibility, right? Let's say it can only contain 1 on it, that's when we determine that 1 is on that cell. And then there's the other way, excuse me, and that's when let us say you check for a number. Let us have the number 4, and let's say you want to check it on the second row. So what you do is you check if 4 is somewhere on the first cell on the second row, somewhere on the third cell on the second row, and so on. And if you find that there is only one cell on that row that can have number 4, then that's the cell that has number 4. And these are the two ways that you determine when a number is on a cell. And you do those two checkings that I mentioned, not only against rows, but also against columns and against 3 times 3 boxes, which are column med. Anyways, now to do those checkings, I use these buttons, these 3 and these 3. So these 3 check for cells with a single possibility, right? And these numbers check for cells within a row or column that are alone in having as a possibility a certain number. This is a little complicated, but along the video I will explain it once again when the time comes, and it will be made clearer. And then this is another function that allows the program to make some deductions, and it's a little more complicated. Let us say that this 2 here and this 2 here was missing, but we somehow knew that they are somewhere around here. That is, they are not here and here. Since 2 is here and 2 is here, 2 must be somewhere along here, right? So what I deduced is that 2 is probably here. So when I seek for numbers that are probably here, I just tell myself that I'm seeking for probables, and that's why I named this find probables. Anyways, let me first start by cleaning rows, that is, by excluding the found numbers from other cells. Okay, I did cleaning rows and it found nothing. I clean columns, it finds nothing, and I clean meds and it doesn't find anything either. So let me see if row number, that's what I call them, I call that button, if row number finds anything. It didn't. Now, to make sure I don't mess up later, I practice calling these 3 buttons every time after I call any of these 3 buttons along the line. That will be made clearer when time comes. Okay, see, it's still found nothing. I'll seek for some solution with column number. Alright, column number found 8 and 6. Now, before I proceed pressing any of these buttons, I have to exclude 8 from its corresponding row, its corresponding column, and its corresponding med, right? So that I can make deduction, correct the deduction possible for these other two buttons. That's why I have to call clean rows, clean columns, and clean meds, so that I can exclude the found numbers from their corresponding rows, columns, and meds. Alright, it found 7, found nothing. Since I found 7, I have to exclude it. Alright, now it is excluded from all rows and columns and meds, but I'll just make sure. Okay, I seek for solution again with row number. Right, it found something in this box, I don't know what, it was too fast. Right, alright, the 3 found nothing. I'll try again with any of the 3, doesn't matter which one. Just for change, I'll try med number. Alright, it found 7 here and 1 here. I'll have to exclude them from their corresponding rows, columns, and meds. Alright, they are excluded, nothing found. No need in calling these 3 since nothing found. I'll try again column number or whatever. Alright, it found 1 here and 7 here. I'll exclude them. Alright, exclude them, found 3, 9. How did that find 3, 9? Alright, when I did clean rows, what I found is that this cell had 3 in its set of possibilities only, right? So 3 was the only possibility for that cell. Since that is so, we deduce that 3 must be on that cell. And that's what just happened for 3 and 9 here. Now I forgot what I pressed last, so I'll just do again a start here. Found nothing. Alright, posterior colonna, that's clean columns. That does the same. It found that this cell as a possibility only has 5. That's why 5 is there. Right. So since I found something with this button, I have to go clean that from rows. Okay, I'll do once again clean numbers. Row number, alright. Found these here. I'll have to exclude them from, you already know where. Alright, since I keep finding, okay, now so I did a cycle of these 3 buttons and found nothing. That's when I seek for solution elsewhere. As long as I find something with these, I have to keep pressing them so that I can make the exclusions, because if I don't make the exclusions, these 3 will have a hard time making right deductions. Actually, from experience, I know that they make wrong deductions, and what you get is like 2 7s on the same row or column or medium box, 3 times 3 box. Okay, let me try row number again. Alright, found 3. Let me see column number, found 7. Exclusion performed. Alright, medium box found nothing, medium number. This found nothing either. Column number found nothing either. Found nothing either. Alright, now comes something that I think is a very interesting case. Now see, we have this is for how humans do it, I guess. This is where we have 2, so we exclude 2 from here. This is where we have 2, so we exclude 2 from here and here. So 2 is somewhere here. Now, this is where we have 2. This is excluded. 2 from here is excluded. This 2 excludes 2 from the possibilities in these cells, so 2 is somewhere here. So what we already know is that 2 is here or here and here or here. So this column has a 2 either here or here. This other column has a 2 either here or here. As a result, we can deduce that this third column has a 2 in this medium box, right? But not here, not here, somewhere in these two places, right? Now, so what I found is that 2 is probably here and 2 is probably here, or 2 is probably here although 2 is not here, and 2 is probably here in this 3-cell vector inside the medium box, right? And since I already know that 2 is here in this 3-cell vertical vector, I can exclude, if I only knew that it was certainly here, I would be able to exclude it from possibilities here and here. Now that's the logic, although in this case not so correct. That's the logic that this button performs. So I tell it, find probables. It finds probables. And then row probable, column probable, what they do is they exclude the found probables from other 3-cell vectors on the same row or same column, and exclude those found probables from possibilities in those other cells. Now I do the exclusion. Let me see what happens. Alright, what happened is that we found 8 here, right? I found 8 here. Now how was 8 found here? The exclusion somehow led to 8 being the only number here. So I do some cleaning. Alright, 2 is found here, 6 is found here, and this found 8 and 4 here. Right, see, 2 is here found, 2 is here found, 2 is necessarily there. See, it solved it in a very deductive way. I guess exclusively deductive way. I found somewhere some deductions that this application cannot perform, but I guess they are just something that I will have to work on sometime later. Anyways, I hope you liked it. Have a nice one.